the belief then is, or your understanding is that when you're in this bath, if you're deficient in a mineral, that you will tend to absorb it.
Yes.
But if you have enough already, or even too much, you won't absorb it.
No, you won't absorb it.
Right.
No, because it's
right.
balancing. It's a liquid in a liquid. Yeah, so it's balancing. But you can lose all these all these metabolic
So what type
metabolism
of
products?
Yeah, your waste products.
Your waste products from metabolism. Yeah.
So you've seen it helps the skin,
Yes.
and it's also good for detoxification.
Yes.
And how frequently would you use a bath like this if you're detoxifying, or just in general?
Well, it depends. Some people make it once a week, some make it twice a week. This depends on your demand, on your request. You can do it every day, yeah? It's up to you, yeah?
Maybe even better than a spa treatment.
Yeah, of course. Even better, and not so expensive.
It helps you relax,
yeah,
too.
Yeah, it helps relax, yeah. I have patients, they do this every day, and especially for these people, they have dermatitis, and especially neurodermatitis. Yeah? This 1% solution you can take also when you have a scrubbed when you have an
injury or a superficial abrasion or a wound.
It doesn't burn because it's,
or even a burn.
Yeah, it doesn't burn, and also these if you suffer from itching skin, this is the best treatment I have. Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Take a bath, and then it reduces itching and moisturizing your
skin. Can you make
skin.
So if you have a little area of skin that itches, can you make a solution of the 1% and then apply it on with a washcloth? Would that be useful?
Oh, well, yes. Perhaps if you have mosquito bite, yeah, I actually put a higher percentage on it.
Okay.
I put 8% or so. Yeah. This
so
is
8 grams into that 100
yeah,
milliliters.
well, you can if you have made your Soleil at home with
the
this
Soleil is S-O-L-E,
yeah.
and that is a solution of the salt in water.
Yeah, and this is a concentrated solution. This is a saturated solution.
Saturated. Right.
And you can take a pad in and put on there. Take some
Gauze
water,
pad
half and half, and so and put it on there. Yeah, this will help.
Well, good. Now like anything in life, especially since this is a natural substance, there's potential that it could be contaminated, or there could be an imitation. So there's a lot of mines in Pakistan that have this salt. And are there any concerns or any warnings or cautions that you would give our listeners when they're seeking to select a high quality Himalayan salt?
Yeah. Of course, this is a natural product, and there are different qualities. And even if all these salts are better than a processed salt, there are different qualities. And because there are also salt from Poland, which are the quality is not as good.
It looks like Himalayan salt?
It looks a little bit like Himalayas. It's also pinky, and a little bit more pink then, because they have more clay and so on in it. But I will examine each batch.
And do you examine it energetically or therapeutically by giving a test dose to your patients?
I make it biochemical test and a biophysical test.
So a laboratory analysis?
Yes, yes.
And then what's the biophysical test? Were you testing on human beings? Or?
Yes, I was testing by human beings. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And what's the test that you do to find out if it's effective or high quality?
Yeah, well, first of all, I make this biochemical test, yeah, and it has to be 97% sodium chloride, and the others are minerals, because this is illegal. I don't know whether it's in the States too, but we in Europe have a legal that you can't sell salt. It has to be 97% sodium chloride, and and often the sodium chloride content is lower, so it's illegal to sell this salt. But nobody proves this. So this is good for a bath. This is bath salt, yeah. But our salts are always the same. We have this high quality, and we have a special sources where I know that I get the best salt of this region.
So what is the? Have you seen? You've actually been out to the Himalayas and gone to these mines, right?
You can't go to these mines. Yeah, it's too
risky.
Yeah, it's too risky.
Because it's
I want to go there next month when I'm back to Germany. I have already booked a flight to Lahore.
Is that in Pakistan?
It's in Pakistan. Yeah, but the airline cancelled this flight because it's too dangerous to go.
Terrorists there?
Yeah, terrorists there. Yeah, they. Yeah, you know, you see it in the TV.
Sure.
That the last was in Islamabad, where this hotel.
So how do you confirm? Well, actually, you just mentioned the biophysical and biochemical assessments. But is there a certification analysis that you do?
Yeah, there is a seal
from the lab, not from lab, but from the mine that's taken from.
Now this is a seal I did because I make all these exercises, but I have also the seal from this mine.
Okay.
Yeah. So I bring this together and make this seal.
And have you found some mines in Pakistan produce lower quality salt?
Yeah, there are mines. They have a lower quality, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
But I have a very good connection to this. Well, actually, all mines are. These are property of the government, and there are factories. They rent these mines. But I have a very good connection to the government and also to the mines because I made with my book this huge market. So they are very grateful, and I always get the best of it.
You are the person who popularized this throughout the whole world.
Yeah, I brought this to the world. Yeah.
So they're taking good care of you.
Yeah.
So how does an average person that's listening to this, how do they know that they're getting the real salt, the high quality one that you personally monitored and supervised and confirmed that it's high quality? How do they find that out?
There is a seal. This is the seal, water and salt. Yeah.
Seal, water and salt.
Water and salt.
That's seal. The name of your book, Water and Salt.
Yeah, yeah.
So it has a seal, and we'll show that on the video, what the seal looks like.
Yeah, this is the seal, and this is water and salt seal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and that's how you know you're getting the real deal, is the water and salt seal.
Okay.
And one of the other innovation or applications of it, I don't think we discussed earlier, but when I first encountered this, were the salt lamps, where you can take this big block of salt in different sizes, and because the salt itself is relatively translucent, in other words, light shines through it, and you can put a bulb in there, and it could be a lamp, but it's not just an interesting decorative lamp. Supposedly there's some vibrational qualities from the light coming through the salt crystal that has some healing components. Can you comment on that at all?
Well, there was also made a study with children with hyper, how do you say?
ADD or ADHD? Hyperactive kids.
And they get much better with these lamps because they came down, and there's a good influence when they have this lamp in their room.
Did it make a difference on what type of bulb they had in there, whether it was an incandescent bulb or fluorescent bulb? Or
I think this
just
is
the fact that the light's coming being filtered.
The light. This is the light, yeah. And also on the surface, the salt dissolves a little bit in ions. And this
so you're actually having some of the salt go into the air.
Yeah, and also when you
is that only when the light's on, or just
it's only when the light is on, because then it becomes a little bit warm. And then it dissolves. So it has to be the light on.
So maybe an incandescent bulb will work better because it generates light. Incandescent bulbs are the typical bulbs that we use, but they're relatively inefficient, and that inefficiency actually goes to generate heat.
Yeah.
So rather than getting more light for the electricity you put into it, you get warmth. Yeah. But in this case, that's a good thing because you're actually heating up the salt block, and the salt block is ionizing.
Yes. Yeah.
So one of the few good indications for an incandescent bulb.